day everyone, my name is Christine May Dumanda and the topic that I choose is all about Venn diagram and set of operations. In today's math video lesson presentation, we will understand the meaning of a universal set, the basic ideas of Venn diagram, and this Venn diagram, we will use it to visualize relationship between two sets. And today's discussion, I will discuss also on how to find the complement of the set, the intersection of the two sets, and the union of the two sets. And also, I will share you my knowledge on how to perform operations with sets, on how to determine sets involving sets operations from a Venn diagram, and to know the meaning of and or words. Universal set and Venn diagram. This is the figure of Venn diagram created by John Venn to show the visual relationship among sets. In this Venn diagram, we can see here there is a universal set, the symbol of universal set, in the symbol of complement of set A and the set A. What is universal set? Universal set, this is the general set that contains all elements under discussions. In other words, a universal set is represented by a rectangle. So kung ano nakapaloob dyan sa rectangle is the element of universal set. So, subsets within the universal sets are depicted by circles or ovals or other shapes. So, in this example number 1, we will determine each of the following sets using Venn diagram. So, what is the universal set in this Venn diagram? As what I've said kanina, yung universal set is kung ano nakapaloob dyan sa rectangle na yan is represented as universal set. So, the universal set here, the element of universal set here are the triangle, the square, the dollar sign, the letter M, and number 5. So, let me check. Okay, very good. What about the set of letter A? What is the element of set A here? So, the set of element of set A here are the triangle and the square. Okay, let me check. Very good. What about the set of elements in U that are not in A? So, the set of elements in U that are not in A, so the answer are the dollar sign, the letter M, and number 5. Okay, let me check. Very good. Because this dollar sign, M, and 5 is the set of all elements in U that are not in A. Okay. Next slide. Representing two sets in a Venn diagram. What is disjoint sets? Disjoint sets, this is the two sets that have equal sets. So, if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. If the elements of A is 1, 2, 3, then the elements also in B are 1, 2, 3. They have the same elements. What about proper subsets? Proper subsets, this is all elements of set A are elements also in set B. Kung anong meron sa set A, meron din sa set B. But, hindi lahat ng elements ng nasa set B ay meron sa set A. So, what about set with some common elements? Some means at least one. The representing the sets must be overlap. Kung merong same elements ang set A and set B, we can write it in this region. This region, we can call it overlapping region. Okay, next slide. In this example number 2, we will determine sets from a Venn diagram. So, what is the universal set in this Venn diagram? As what I said kanina, universal set, this is the general set that contains all elements under discussion. So, the universal set here are the element of universal set here are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What about the set of B? The element of set B are letter D and letter E. Let me check. Okay, very good. What about the set of elements in A but not in B? So what is the answer? The answer is A, B, and C. Let me check. Okay, very good. What about the set of elements in U that are not in B? So, the set of elements in U that are not in B. So, the answer are A, B, C, F, and G. Let me check. Okay, very good. What about the set of elements in both A and B? When we say both, yung kung anong meron sa set A na meron din sa set B. So the answer is D. The overlapping region that we called as some common elements ng set A and set B. So the answer is letter D. Set D, I mean. Let me check. Okay, very good. Okay. Next slide. The complement of a set. What is the complement of a set A? So, the complement of a set A symbolizes by A apostrophe. This means that all the elements of universal set that are not in set A. So, kung sa Venn diagram, the complement of a set A here are the shaded region because this region lies outside the circle. For example, let universal set is the element of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the element of set A are 1, 3, 4, 7. The question is, what is the complement of set A? So, as what I see in this figure, the complement of set A are the all elements of universal set that are not in set A. So what is the answer? The answer is the number 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Okay, let me check. What about the intersection and union of the sets? So the intersection of the sets of A and B denoted by A, pabaliktad na U, B. This is the set containing all elements of A that also belong to B or equivalently. For example, if the elements of set A are 1 and 2, then the element of set B are 2 and 3, so the intersection in these two sets are 2. What about the union of the sets? So the union of the sets is denoted by U. This is all the collection of the element set, both set A and set B. So all the collection of elements. So for example, what is the intersection of the two sets if the elements of set A are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the elements of set B are 6, 8, 10, 12. What is the intersection of these two sets? So the intersection are 8 and 10. Because 8 and 10 have the same common elements of both sets A and set B. What about the elements of set A are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and the element of set B are 2, 4, 6, 8. So, wala. There is no intersection between the two sets. If there is no intersection, we can write it the null set. How about in the union of the sets? If the elements of set A are 7, 9, 10, 11, and the set B are 6, 8, 12, what is the union of these two sets? So when we say union, we can collect all the elements of set A and B. So the answer are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let me check. Okay, very good. What about if the element of set A are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and the element of set B are 2, 4, 6, 8. What is the union of the sets in these two sets? So the union are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me check. Very good. Next slide. Performing sets operations. In these performing sets operations, always perform any operations inside the parentheses first. So for example, the element of universal set are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the element of set A are 1, 3, 7, and 9. And the element of set B are 3, 7, 8, and 10. So the question is, what is the complement of A union B? First thing we do, we need to find first the parentheses inside the operations. So what is the A union B? So A union B are 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me check. Okay, very good. After that, we need to find out na what is the complement of A union B. So the complement of A union B are the 2, the 4, the 5, and 6. Okay, let me check. Okay, very good. Proceed. What is the complement of B? Complement of A intersection complement of B. First thing we do, we need to find first the complement of A. So what is the complement of A here? So the complement A are the 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. What about the complement of B? So the complement B are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Okay, let me check. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. So, we need to find na what is the complement of A intersection complement of B. So, complement of A intersection complement of B, the answer are 2, 4, 5, and 6. Let me check. Okay, very good. Next slide. Determine sets from a Venn diagram. This is the figure of Venn diagram that we need to answer now. And this is the last part of my video presentation. So letter A, what is the A union B? So A union B are the 1, 2, 3 region. What about the complement of A union B? So the answer is 4 region, the 4 region. What about the intersection of A and B? So the intersection here are the region 2 or the overlapping region. What about A union the complement of B? So the answer is 1, 2, and 4 region. That's all.